Hey guys, I am back. It's the Moon Babes Monday Night Live. We got disconnected, but I am back live. So let's talk about energy. Let's talk about grounding. Let's talk about the aura. Let's talk about protecting ourselves and what do we do with everything that's going on. Our job is to always have our frequency be higher than whatever is bombarding us, right? Whatever external forces. Hi, everyone. Thanks for joining. Our job is always to be above those frequencies. So we want to do the things that we need to do. For those of you that follow me and follow my posts on Instagram, you're seeing today I posted about mental health and just awareness that so many of our battles we fight in our mind. It's all of that invisible shit that we deal with and the battles of the voices and the things and everything that we get bombarded with from the moment we wake up in the morning. That stuff is real. So, and we see it. All you have to do is turn on the news and see what happens in our world to know that we are all, there's so many people that are struggling and, things happen. So that are not so pleasant. And I don't want to get into that right now, but what I want to share with you guys is what you can do for yourself to be rising above those frequencies. So I want to make sure that you guys know how to get grounded. So let me know, do you guys get grounded and do you know how to get grounded? So every day when you get up and you wake up and you're ready to face your day, you wash your face, you get out of your PJs. Do you guys get grounded? Do you have a morning practice? Do you meditate? And if you don't, Erica, we've been getting bombarded. So she's saying, I've been struggling so bad. And you guys, so you're giving me the thumbs up. You do get grounded. You do have a practice. So it's, sometimes we go through ups and downs. And when we don't have our own, Lucy says, you don't? Okay. So if you don't have our own lifeline, our own connection, we feel like we get lost. Like we feel like we're just kind of like floating and we're like in this cloud and things just kind of are fuzzy and we're not very clear. And then we get influenced by external circumstances a lot. So if somebody does something that's upsetting, we take it as an insult or we take it as, it triggers us and it puts us in this like negative frequency of things. So we're very much more prone to being triggered. You wake up earlier to meditate. Yes. So that's what we want to do. Tom. So we are going to talk about setting some time, and all you need is really like 5 to 10 minutes. Okay. So however, you meditate, if you go outside in nature, if that's a possibility for you, that's great. If not, I honestly, true story, I get grounded in my closet every day. I have a bigger closet and I like to just, and my bathroom is in there and I like to just be there and I am in front of my mirror and I get grounded and that's where I have my connection and it's just become like my space of where I have my precious alone time and nobody bugs me. Okay. So, when you get grounded, okay, you're either outside and you're connecting to nature or your feet, there's chakras on your feet. You have energy centers on your feet. Your feet and your entire being will ground through your feet to some kind of frequency. If you have an environment around you that is toxic, if you, like, for example, first thing in the morning, you wake up and you turn on the news, you are anchoring into that frequency, to that vibration. That is not good. If you wake up in the morning and first thing you do is like, oh, let's see what's happening on social media. Let's see what's happening on YouTube. Let's see what's happening. Anything outside that's not just you and your beingness, then you are getting impulses that you can't control. And you start your day from the outside in instead of from the inside out. So you want to go somewhere where you can be quiet for a little bit, and then you want to, with your feet, you want to make sure your feet are on the ground. okay? Whether it's like for me, again, in my closet. So you don't have to even go outside. And for me, it's important that I do it right away, first thing when I wake up in the morning. And so I put my feet flat and I breathe in deeply, and I just bring my consciousness into my heart. So breathe all the way into your heart, okay? Slow down. Feel your breath. Go into your heart and just keep on breathing, keep on breathing. The thoughts will come because even though it's morning and you're half asleep, okay, depending, or maybe you wake up and you're just like on high alert. That's not me. Even though I'm like half asleep in the morning, my thoughts still come. And meditation is not, it's allowing your thoughts to flow. And I do this gesture because you put them to the left. Okay, so when your thoughts come in, they come in from the left side of your brain. So you want to just push them on like a shelf and have them just on pause, and then you can pick them back up. But learn to start managing your thoughts, kind of like traffic control, okay? So once you can do that, then you bring in light. Imagine that there's this beautiful column of light, right? Sparkly white light, unicorns, fairies, whatever you want it to be. It's like all the divine healing codes of light, and bring it in. So breathe it in all the way into your heart, okay? And then expand it down to your feet. And with your feet, you ground into the earth. So if you're not outside on the grass, imagine your light. Imagine that you have light that comes out of your feet that's grounding into a frequency, okay? All around our planet, all around Mother Earth, there is light, there's frequency, there's sound waves, however you want to imagine it. And you can be on this vibe, or you can be on this vibe, or you can be on this vibe. So which vibe will you choose? Which vibration, which frequency will you choose? So depending on how you want to live your day, right? Choose the highest frequency that's available. So a lot of people think, we talk in terms of 3D and 5D, and 3D is the world that we live in. 3D is the world where, you turn on the news and you see, all the madness that's happening, and you hear all the drama and everybody's talking negative. 5D is the world where it's unity consciousness and where it's unconditional love. So you want to ground in 5D frequencies and above. Now, if you don't know how to do this, you just do it by intention. Would music help with having a higher frequency? Yes, absolutely. So if you have music that, 528, for example, frequency of love, you can play tunes. Make sure that you feel it out before you actually go into meditation. Somebody asked me recently that they're listening to music and then falling asleep, and you don't really know what's happening when you're listening to the neural beats. Like, just make sure that you listen to things ahead of time before you plan on going into any kind of trance or any kind of process, to make sure that you are going where you want to go and that the music is taking you, because that's kind of what it does. So make sure that the frequency is right. But music does help. Listening to mantra music absolutely help. Is it weird that I wake up with songs in my head? All good music, positive and upbeat. No, actually, that is absolutely normal. A lot of times our angels and our guides communicate, or our subconscious, our higher self, communicates with us through music. So pay attention to what the lyrics say. And a lot of times it's like, oh, this song is popping in my head, there's a message in it. So that's absolutely great. Another thing that you can do to start your day on a positive note is to, before you get out of bed, think something positive. Start the positive cycle. Like, don't start by like, oh gosh, all these things I have to do. Don't do that. Yeah, of course. Start your day by saying, oh my gosh, I am so excited to, do this. I am so excited to explore, this part of my job today. Or, hey, you know what? You're so excited. Like, I'm so thankful to be alive on planet Earth. I feel good. I have my health. Whatever it is, find something to be grateful for. Find some positive thoughts. How comfortable your bed is, or the fact that you slept in, an extra half hour, whatever it is. Find positive thoughts before you get out of bed. Also, you can say affirmations in your mind before you get out of bed. So these are all things that are helpful to start working in the right direction so that you can stay on that high vibe. So again, to sum it up, you want to get grounded using the light, grounding it in, bringing it in from the crown of your head, top of your head, all the way into your heart, expand it, push it down to your feet. You do this with your breath, okay? And then from the bottom of your feet, from your chakras, the energy centers on the bottom of your feet, lock into the grid of light, the frequency that surrounds the planet, 5D and above. And you do all this by intention. So, and take some time to figure it out as we kind of talk about it, okay? You can imagine it, and a lot of times I say, you know, things sound like sci-fi, but really it's so real. Energy is so real, right? We all know it by now. So you can do that. Another thing that you can do in order to protect yourself in your aura, right, as you bring in the light, bringing the light from your crown chakra, you breathe it in, you breathe it into your heart, feel it. Put your hands on your heart, feel your heartbeat. Breathe in more light, and then expand it. Expand it, expand it. As you breathe out, you expand. So you control energy with your breath. The faster you get a hold of that concept, the better you're going to be. So, yes, imagine roots in the earth. So that's one of the things I always teach at the end of my class too, is you can grow roots from the bottom of your feet and go and connect to Mother Earth. Always intend that you are growing roots and connecting to the highest frequency of that's available to you. You don't want to go and ground into 5D, into 3D earth and into the drama and into the politics and into that stuff. You want to ground into the light grid of the earth. So the light energy, the 5D, the love, the unconditional love of the planet. So, what was I saying? Oh yeah. So you bring the light into your heart and then you expand it. And you do all this stuff with breath. Breath is like your vehicle. Breath is like our spaceship, you guys. That's kind of like, the breath can take you everywhere, anywhere. You don't need any drugs. Just get a hold of your breath and your breath will do the job, okay? So you bring the breath into your heart and then you expand it. Expand it. You breathe out, you expand it, you expand it, you expand it. And with your eyes closed, even right now, if you do it right now, okay, with your eyes closed, just bring your consciousness out here, expand it out from your heart. And when you do that, you notice, oh, look, I live out here too. This is my energy. All around me, we have an energy field, right? Our aura. It's a magnetic field. Well, guess what? If your aura is strong, nothing bugs you. If your aura is strong, you don't get sick. If your aura is strong, everything comes to you through your aura, because this is how we attract and repel things. If people say nice things to you, it happens because you're attracting the nice. If people say, things are not so great, it's because there's stuff in your aura that they're like helping you cleanse out, right? Sometimes it doesn't really feel like help, but that's really what it is. So we want to positivize our aura. You want to clean it. You want to take care of it. Kind of like how we get dressed every morning and we put clothes on our physical body. You also want to make sure that you take care of your spiritual body and your aura field. So make sure that you push out the light, that you clean it out. In Kundalini, we do a lot of this, Kundalini meditation, to cleanse out, to sprinkle the good vibes in the aura field, right? There's meditations that you can do that have this at the end of it, and it really just cleans out your aura. Not that I've ever done it outside of meditation, but I'm sure it would help with the right intention. Everything happens by intention. So, but just in your aura, just make it rain happy, make it rain positiveness, make it rain joy and high vibrational feelings and love and peace and wisdom and abundance and all the things that you want. And just fill your aura up with that stuff so that the negative things don't have a way of coming in. And we really want to get living from the inside out, not from the outside in. And we want to make sure that what's happening in our mind is that we are truly connected and flowing, and we don't listen to the negative stuff that we get bombarded with. It's really helpful to start getting a hold of whether your thoughts are your own or they're not. Okay? And I know this kind of gets on, like it's a little bit borderline, but start paying attention. Okay. I always look forward to your videos. Thank you for your time. Oh, you're welcome, sweetie. I'm so happy. Vibration is on tilt. What do you mean by that? Do explain. Okay, so one of the things that, and if you guys have questions now, go ahead and ask. I did pull a card for today, and for the energy, oh, preach it. You're so funny. Thanks. So I pulled a card, and it's about relationships, and I know you guys see it backwards, so I'm going to post it in my story afterwards, but it is beautiful, and I'm going to read it to you. It says, your primary relationship is with yourself and God, and every other relationship flows from there. To attract, heal, or balance a relationship, then snuggle more closely with your loving creator. And you can substitute this for the universe or whatever you connect with, okay? As you feel safe and loved within, so shall your other relationships bloom and prosper. So make sure that you are taking care of you, number one. You're always your number one. And then when we serve and we help others, then we're actually doing so with the fullness of our light. We are strong and we're powerful, and so we can actually give. So that is important. Now, if you guys have any other questions, I am here. I love hearing your stories. I know a lot of you are feeling the frequency shifts that are happening, and you guys are doing great getting through it. You always got to stay positive and stay strong. You're still working on separating my thoughts from others. Mind the Stairs says. So, yes. You know what? Kudos to you for figuring out that that's actually a real thing. And that's what I posted about today was the fact that the struggle that we have, the invisible struggle in our mind is real. Maria says, thoughts become things. They do. Our thoughts give energy into things. We create with our thoughts, right? We are creators, and our thoughts is how we do that. So learning how to discern which thoughts are ours and which are coming from the outside in is going to make such a difference, because you're going to feel like it's just me, right? It's me, and I have a grip on myself. Grounding, managing your energy, strengthening your aura is going to help you a lot to get a hold of your thoughts. Scorpio Moon says, thank you, listening with my son. We really needed this today. Many blessings. Oh, you're welcome. Absolutely. I'm happy to help, and we all need it, and we all need the extra love and support. I am definitely blessed that I have a strong connection with my guides and my angels, but you guys, you know, I had to work for that connection, and a lot of you actually have messaged me and asked me, like, how do I know? How do I connect with my angels? And you really just have to take the time to tune into the silence, and then from the silence you find them. Someone said thoughts are actually real things. Yes, thoughts are alive in 4D. That's the dimension of our thoughts. So that's why we always talk about going from 3D to 5D, because in 3D, 3D is a physical reality, 4D is a mental, and then 5D is physical again. And so that's the difference in the planes, and that's how we're shifting. So hey guys, all of you that are joining now, I'll have this available on the replay. So let's see. Be aware past life negatives are leaving us through dreams. Yes, so there is a lot happening through dreams right now. Thank you for bringing up that topic. I'm enjoying your sessions. This is my first time with you, and I'll be back. Oh, good. T-Bird soaring. Thank you. I appreciate that a lot. So yeah, we talk about a lot of stuff on here. So let's talk about dreams a little bit. So what's happening through dreams? So in this process of ascension that we are going through right now, we're all ascending, we're shifting, we're being pushed. We feel it, right? You guys feel it. We're being like squeezed through the eye of the needle. So we're being pushed to clean out everything that needs to be cleaned out, everything that needs to be reconciled. So when we are not doing the conscious work during the day, if you're not meditating, if you don't have a spiritual practice, what's happening is stuff is coming up during dreams. A lot of people are having crazy dreams. You're having powerful dreams. You are clearing out your past lives, your karma, all of that stuff is coming through your subconscious. And if you don't have an outlet of where to release and detox and let it go consciously during the day, then it's coming out in your dreams. Okay. And you're going to have to deal with it in your dreams. And then you wake up. I just had a good friend that messaged me today saying, what the hell is going on? I wake up in the morning after I have these dreams and I'm just sad. And that's because we're reconciling. It's like our different planes of existences, our lives across time and space are reconciling. And I know it sounds out there, you guys, but this is what's going on. So, and there's many different kinds of dreams, but we are reconciling all of our karmic wheel. You guys know that we're here on this planet at the dawn of time, right? This is where the ascension of the planet, everything is happening and everything is shifting. So this is really the time to be here. A lot of us are feeling it. You guys, I know a lot of you have all these crazy things that are happening to you, and you message me and you're wondering if you're okay and if that's normal. And my answer is, yeah, it is normal. This is real shit. It's really happening, and you are heard and you are understood. And, chances are, if I haven't been through it, because I've been through a lot of random and weird energy stuff to get to this point, but somebody else has. So don't feel like you are lost or you're alone. Know that there's always somebody else that has had that experience. And yes, we are eternal beings. And so we are going through, this is our lifetime where we are in ascension mode, and we're ascending the planet, which means that everything is transmuting. Everything is raising the frequency. Everything is raising the vibe. And our subconscious, our angels, our guides, everything about us, our higher self, the universe, everything is conspiring to have us be the best that we can be. So we can't play small anymore. Every one of us has to be pushed up and get to that next level. So get on your meditation practices, get on your spiritual practices. If you want more help from me, I have a really awesome course that's called oh my gosh, my grammar. It's called the 7-Day Chakra Detox. I am doing it on June 24th, which is a Sunday. We have a kickoff workshop, and then it goes from Monday to Sunday. It's 7 days, okay? And we go through and cleanse out emotionally, spiritually, and physically of every chakra. So we release all the things that are stuck energetically in our system, in our chakra system, which is where we hold on to all of our experiences. So this is the stuff that we do. It becomes really real, and the energy shift that you have in 7 days is truly amazing. So if you guys want to check it out, I'd love to have you. You're with me for life after that. We have a private Facebook community where you'll be able to have all of the updates and everything that we add to the program. It's in my story highlights, and I'll post it again today so that you have a link to join me. If you feel like it's your time, how much is that course? It is $249 right now, okay? And I can split it up in 2 payments for you guys. If you can pay it all in one, you can use the code Monday. I did this for the Monday Night Live, so only you guys will know this, you guys that are watching. It's going to expire tomorrow, so it expires in 24 hours, but you'll get $25 off, okay, off of the full price. Now, this is the only time. This is actually on deal. It's still on the spring deal, and this is the last month that we're running the course at $249. After that, it will go to $495. And what do you get with it? You're going to have actually a kit sent to your house. We're going to ship you oils, a detox oil that you can take. You're going to have a manual, a physical manual. I don't have one on me, but you'll have a manual to refer to every day, explaining to you where your emotions are coming from, which chakra is causing you to do that. What can you do in order to do that? You're going to have prompts on things that you can do throughout the day to keep you in the positive vibes. So you're going to have resources. Okay, then you're also going to have a list of foods that will be emailed to you ahead of time so that you can prepare. So you have a reference of foods that are good and healthy and highly vibrational for you to eat during this time. Now, do you have to do it? You don't have to eat, the actual higher frequency food, but here's what happens. When you're eating sugar, you guys, you are working twice as hard to get into the higher vibes. Okay? If you Google it and if you look it up, sugar is more addictive than cocaine. There have been studies made on that. It's really crazy, but this is just the world that we live in right now. There's a lot of additives, a lot of things in our food that are super unhealthy, and they mess with our minds. A lot of colorants in food are what cause problems with ADHD, especially in children, right? There's been lots of campaigns about the red and the blue colors, or I can't remember. In any case, there's so many things in food that are not healthy for us. Well, guess what happens when we eat those foods? They clog up our light receiving frequencies. So then we feel disconnected and we feel yucky and we feel like we want to eat more sugar, and that's just kind of what sugar does. So when we cut out the sugar, we are able to receive and we're able to be in the zone. So it's a very focused 7-day program. And again, you have access to it forever. You will have 3 meditation videos from It's Me and my friend Jessica, who's the owner of Encompass Wellness Studio. So we have a mind, body, spirit, all the way program, and you'll have access to it forever. So you'll get all of the resources. You'll have lots of PDFs. I think there's resources on drinking more water to help you with ideas. There's resources on food, on different recipes, on how to get creative with your food, on the foods that are good to eat and spend the money on. For example, organic versus not organic. How do you shop? What's best? What foods are good? So have to reject processed foods. Yeah, processed foods don't help the soul. That's for sure, right? And a lot of people, it's so funny, you guys. I was talking to a friend, and some people become vegetarian because it's trendy. Don't be a vegetarian because it's trendy. Because if you're a trendy vegetarian, you're saying it, but then you're eating crap. Like you're eating candy, because candy is not meat, and that doesn't help you at all. The point of becoming a vegetarian is to, to move towards health. So, you can't, and there's, and let me talk about that too, about foods and being able to afford certain foods, because I'm a big believer that you can actually shift the frequency of your food. I can't afford to eat everything organic either. One of the foods, for example, that I don't buy organic is bananas, because bananas have, and I eat a lot of bananas. I eat like a banana every morning in my shake because I love them. So bananas have a very thick peel. So because they have a very thick peel, they don't, the chemicals don't get in the inside of the fruit, right? So think of it that way. There are certain things that make sense. So yeah, and you have to take care of, certain things. Type 1 diabetes. So, and if you can, with diabetes especially, you have to get a hold of your sugar and you have to get your system in order. So one thing that you want to do, if you can't afford organic food, is shift the molecule components of it. So rub your hands together, okay? Put your palms together, and then just intend that light comes through from your crown chakra and just navigates through your hands and change your food. Infuse it with love. Make sure that, imagine that there's light from the palms of your hands that blasts out all the crap out of the food, okay? So bless it with love. It makes a difference. Believe it, because it happens. It truly is like alchemy. You always want to do that. I do that with water. Whenever I put water in any container with my hands, I infuse it with love, right? And I make sure that it's detoxified. So you can do that, and you do that with intention. So you can always do that, have that available to you. And again, this isn't the subject, but you love the mirror behind me. Thank you. My son. That's awesome. So, I like to surround myself with happy stuff. This is my little blue dream catcher, and then I have my moon and the sun and all the fun stuff. So I like to make my environment happy. I hope that this was helpful for you guys. If you would like to, again, join me on the 7-day chakra detox, it starts June 24th. Use the code Monday to get $25 off, and that will expire in 24 hours. So jump on it. If you have questions about it, message me. I have highlights, and you can see some of the testimonials, not really testimonials, but just shares of what's happened for people that have taken my course in my story highlights. Okay? So I will talk to you guys soon. Breathe, meditate, stay in the high vibes, think positive. I love you so much. Know that whatever it is that you're going through, somebody's going through it. We're all in this together. Don't give up. Stay strong and stay positive. Much love to all you guys. Mwah. I will talk to you soon. I'll see you next Monday, and I'll see you in the stories during the week.